Hey guys, this is Chad over here at MB Quart. We're going to be working on this 2017 Polaris RZR, and we're going to be installing the main power harness. As far as the bus bar harness, it does not come from Polaris installed, so it is either a dealer installed item or a do-it-yourselfer installed item. So this harness will actually connect the power from the battery up to the bus bar underneath the hood. This is needed for any type of accessories that you're going to be adding onto your UTV vehicle. The tools required to do this installation is a half-inch wrench or a ratchet with a half-inch socket, a 10mm deep socket, some type of pry tool, either a plastic bojo tool or a flathead screwdriver, a T40 Torx screwdriver, and those are the tools that are required to do this installation. Anytime you're working on your vehicles, you always want to think about safety. Things that you want to consider. First thing, make sure your vehicle's off, remove the key, put it somewhere safe. I always like to stick it in my pocket. Next thing, make sure the vehicle's in park, and then also we need to remove the negative terminal of the battery. And on the Polaris RZRs, the batteries are located underneath the driver's seat. So remove the seat, move it out of the way. Take your half-inch wrench or socket, loosen up the negative terminal, and remove it out of the way. As far as the installation goes, the main bus bar is located underneath this front hood. To gain access, all you have to do is just turn your two knobs and lift the hood off. The bus bar is located right here on the firewall. The next step to the installation is to remove the seats. The two reasonings why we need to remove the seats out of your vehicle is the first, to gain access to the battery on the driver's side. The other reason why we have to remove the passenger seat is to gain access to be able to remove the center console. Next thing that we have to do is remove the center console. There's two plastic clips on the back, a plastic clip on each side, one on the front of the center console, and then we also have to remove the T40 screw. The next part of the installation is to actually install the bus bar harness. The main thing, the fuse, needs to be on the power side or the battery side of the harness. There's a clip that actually secures right here, and then there's a couple little plastic trees that will actually mount through the holes on the center console. The last part is to pass the wire through the front of the center console to the front of the vehicle. The next step is to actually connect our main power and ground to the bus bar. So what we want to do is go ahead and remove your 10mm on the ground post, and also on the battery post side. And then connect the main ground to the center post, your battery to the outer right post, and reinstall your nuts. The next step, we want to reinstall the center console. The next step is to make connection with our black wire to the negative battery and the red wire to the positive battery. And you always want to make for sure when you're retightening to do the positive terminal first on the reinstallation, and then the negative. And another thing, make for sure that you pull the rubber boot back over the positive terminal. And now that we're done with making our connections at the battery, we can reinstall the seats. And the last part of the installation is to reinstall your hood over top of everything. So it's slide it back in and latch it. Now that the main power bus bar harness is installed into the vehicle and everything's reassembled, now you can add any type of accessory you want to your vehicle's audio, lighting, or any other accessory that they have available for these UTV vehicles.